Okay guys, so I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of a Drill Master heat gun and a Drill Master orbital hand sander. Pardon the noise, I'm outside and there's a bug that's being crazy. Now originally I had this Makita sander and it works great, except the lever to release the sandpaper on the other side had broken off. I'm gonna fix this. It's just I don't have time to fix it right now. I have to get this other one, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the heat gun first. Here's the side view of the box. Since I jumped the gun. 120 volt, 1500 watt dual temperature heat gun. And then here's the other side of the box. So this is the Drill Master heat gun, it looks like. Comes with instructions here. And here's the actual heat gun. Here's the actual heat gun, Drill Master. Okay, so now we're on the Drill Master orbital hand sander. Here's the front of the sander box there. There's the side. Okay, so let's open this up. So a little attachment for the dust collector. More instructions. Now here's the sander itself. We'll get a close-up of it. So here's the lever for the sandpaper to put the sandpaper in. Like it feels, I mean this thing was, the sander was only like $15. So I mean it's just a cheap sander. This is just temporary. I'm gonna be getting a new one. I want to get a different one, but this one should do for now. This one's a 2-prong cord. So those are the two items. I'll plug them both in and show you guys. I've heard that this thing, the sandpaper, likes to slip a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to be doing a project, a record player cabinet that I'm going to turn into like a media center. So I'll be using this and we'll see how long it lasts. It'll be in an upcoming video. I'll put a link in the description when I start doing that project. And I might use this to fix some clear coat on a corner table that I'm doing. So if I end up using this, I'll put a link in the description for that. But I'm gonna turn these on really quick so maybe you guys can see like how loud they are. So let's see how loud this thing is. Not bad. So, I mean, it's a cheap sander, but I think it'll do the job, you know. Let's try this heat gun here. Well, this sucker gets hot. So there's two settings. Man, this thing does work really freaking good. The heat gun I think is definitely worth, holy shit. that heat gun is definitely worth the money. This was like $15-16, something like that. Definitely worth getting this heat gun at Harbor Freight. I'll use it in a future video. The heat gun says ideal way to strip paint and varnish, remove decals, shrink wire wraps, loosen fittings, thaw pipes, and more. It's 12.1 amps, 120 volts. It goes to 1112 degrees Fahrenheit on high and 572 degrees on low. Let me see if I can get some sandpaper and put that in, and you guys can sort of see that. Okay, for video purposes, this is just a scrap piece of sandpaper. Not actually, I mean, I might take a piece of wood and sand it just to show you guys. But here, I disconnected loosen the lever. Okay, so this is just a test board that I use for my spray gun. Just to show you guys like how good this thing sands. I don't even know what grit sandpaper this is. I didn't even bother to check. I don't really care about this board, so I'll just show you guys really quick. Okay, the sander says it has a 1 1/4 dust chute, all needle bearing motor, spring clamps for quick sheet adjustments, and it also has vacuum holes on the bottom that you would have to punch in so that it gets all that dust up if you want to use it, but I don't. I'm not going to. It's a 120 volt, 1 amp. Sanding pad is 4 inch by 4.5. 12,000 orbits per minute. I will post links to these in the description at Harbor Freight. Also, I got this paint gun from Harbor Freight. This is a little cheap $15 paint gun. I kind of like it and I don't like it. My air compressor, I can control how much air pressure. I got a regulator on it so I can control the air pressure. This thing's got a little knob on it, and if this thing is too far in, if you're not getting enough air, of course, with any paint gun, then it'll start to drip. I mean, this is a HVLP spray gun. I think this is probably better, like, because I used it for base and I used it for clear, and I think this gun is better if you're going to spray clear. Just make sure that you have your air pressure figured out, because this is a low pressure gun with high volume material. So I really suggest getting your air figured out. I think I didn't put anything more than like 20 psi through this thing. It was like 15 or 20 psi for clear with this valve open, and I just controlled it from my air compressor. The pin adjustment, I had that screwed almost all the way to where it fully contracts, because you want to get that material sprayed on there. If this is in too far, then you're not going to get much material out. So this is adjustment for how much material you're getting, and then this adjustment here is for your air pressure, how much air is going to get through the gun. I got this one, I used it for a little bit, and then I fixed my old gun. The sander works great. I mean, all of these are really lightweight, so these items are definitely worth getting, definitely worth my money. I hope this video helps you in some way. I'm new to these unboxing videos, so if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment. It's just whenever I go online to look at unboxing videos, I'm looking for like that if anybody says anything about like the texture, how cheaply it's made, you know, and the buttons, and how cheap, you know, the levers and clamps are, which they feel okay. I mean, to me, this feels like a $30 sander versus like a $13 sander. And the heat gun, I've never had one of these before, but this sucker gets hot really quick. And if you're looking to get a decal off, or if you're gonna use it like I am to get some of the cloudiness out of your clear coat, then this is gonna work. Just always remember, keep this sucker moving. Don't hold it in one spot, because if you do, you're gonna burn through paint. You're gonna melt the clear coat. You're gonna mess stuff up. So remember, keep that sucker moving and don't have it too close to whatever you're heating up. I learned that the hard way. So now let's break out a big gun. This is a nice freaking saw that I got from a garage sale at my local church. It's a Craftsman 8.0 amp. This is 120 volt AC. I mean, this thing's pretty cool. I'm gonna plug this thing in just because. Like, this thing's loud. I mean, this thing's loud. It came with, when I got it, I only paid 20 bucks for that, guys. And a few people told me this is a really good saw. And it came with some used blades and came with this Craftsman bag, and I only paid like 20 bucks. Definitely worth it. I'm gonna be using that to cut a 55-gallon barrel drum in half that I'm gonna turn into a barbecue. So if you wanna see me use that, I'll post a link to that in the description when I get started on that video, and you can see that thing in action. So there's my Harbor Freight haul. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. I'm gonna have a few more unboxing videos coming out. I got some more DIY videos coming out, some more like time-lapse videos than really DIY videos. I might do like an actual DIY video giving out specs and stuff I'm doing. But right now I'm just sort of playing around with the DIY stuff. I'm still gonna be doing my vlogs and other weird stuff on my channel, so don't think that I'm just DIY now and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and we'll see you guys next time.